Oh, I'm probably going to call over about 6 or 7 prostitutes, have sex all night. Then,
First, you got to give your lecture on value and content of character.
Right, and then I'm going to get like 2 really large coffees in the morning, and then I'm going to have to take Rango to therapy after watching me with the 6 or 7 hookers.
Ow!
So that's what I'm figuring about doing.
Rango's jealous.
I mean, there's not much else to do at Boyers, unless you want to go get some nookie off to Grandma's at Bingo or something,
Hi, honey. Want to stop by?
Or you could be like the guys at the fire hall, they got them cattle stump trained. They stand up on them stumps and the cows back up to them, I'm telling you. It's like they don't know what to do since Robert left.
Who's Robert?
Robert was their love master.
This guy got a whole collection going on.
Yeah. Suburban again. There's a pretty sexy woman that drives around a silver Suburban. I'm telling you.
time I get homesick from Pittsburgh, I go down and down there within a few minutes. I already want to leave. And I want to come back up here, and then I want to go back down. It's like the guy in Apocalypse Now. I went home, all I thought about was coming back here. And I came back here, and all I think about was going home. I had the same problem. It's a very strange feeling. I want to go down to Pittsburgh, and I get down to Pittsburgh, and I want to be there. I want to go back up. Come up here, I want to go back down to Pittsburgh.
208 East, Dan.
It's just strange. I just don't seem to fit in anywhere anymore. I don't fit in Pittsburgh anymore. I don't fit in anywhere, Gary. It's like I don't fit in anywhere.
Right.
Well,
so
I don't know
make a
where
left
to go.
here.
Left here?
Yeah.
Right there?
Right there, yeah.
I just don't seem to fit in anywhere. I'm not, it's not like a plea for pity or anything.
Well, it's difficult to find what you're looking for.
Yes.
There are not very
What
many
happened to America?
African American Amish chicks, so I mean you made things difficult on yourself by being so selective,
I just wish I could find some place where I'm welcome. I never feel welcome anywhere. I always, even when I lived in Pittsburgh, I never felt welcome. Never feel welcome anymore. This isn't like I'm asking for pity. It's just very strange. I never seem to find a place where I'm welcome. Never, anywhere. No matter where I've lived, I always felt like I wasn't welcome. Even my own town, I don't feel welcome. I never felt welcome. They never liked me in Pittsburgh. They always did. I don't even know why. I don't know why. But they did. Stay away from my daughter. All my life it's been like that. I'm just so sick of the whole fucking thing. Everywhere I go, I'm not welcome. No matter where I go, it's the same thing. And that's why the money's gone. I kept looking for some place to live where I wasn't, and I still haven't found it. Still the same old bullshit.
say when a Jeep has its green lights on, it's trying to have sex with the guy driving that car. So you're probably your chance of scoring right now, Dan. You know, it's not like a Dodge Ram. You know, like when you see a Jeep rolling down the road, it's a 50-50 chance the guy driving's gay, see?
I don't understand that why you take a picture of it.
I've been filming the whole time. I've been filming back for a while.
You think you're following us?
No, I just filming back and we're rolling down the road. I'm just gonna put in random video. I'm gonna put it on YouTube. One YouTube guy says just make the video and put it out. It doesn't matter if it's good or if it's bad or whatever it is. Just make the video and put it out. So that's what I'm doing. I'm making a video and putting it out. If anybody out there is listening, my friend Dan, he's looking for an African American Amish chick. If there's any out there, he's looking for you. So make sure you message me in the comments, because you know he's had a broken heart in his hunt for this girl, and he just can't find her. But that's what his dream is, and we're trying to make his dreams come true. Okay? So you got to let me know.
I like to do it.
You know, she got to have a nice butt and good hygiene too. He likes his women to have good hygiene, no stinkiness. Okay, so
Mango County.
Straight.
I know where we are now. I don't think I ever went that way before.
Straight. You've gone this way.
No, I mean back the way we just came from.
That's where the ice cream place was we were at the other day.
Yeah, but myself, I didn't know. It's good to know because I like that ice cream place.
That one in Conneaut was closer. It'd be busy all the time. We'd be around here.
Yeah, they had good ice cream.
Yeah, that was really good.
That ice cream was really creamy. Yeah, that Hank's, they make good ice cream. They got one down in New Brighton. I've been to that one.
Good.
No, I'm good. I've gotten a lot of, over the past few years, I've gotten a lot of really, occasionally I'll look at them on my TV and I'll be amazed. But this camera, the one I had, takes really good pictures. When you put it on a TV, oh man. Color, very powerful. Pop out. Sometimes I enhance them, even when I don't, it's still powerful. I think do it. He won't let you do it. It only does videos in color, which is actually too bad, because if you did it in black and white, it would be really interesting. Like when Schindler made that movie about Schindler's List in black and white. You take pictures of things in black and white. Like when I take portraits of homeless people, when I turn them into black and white, they look much more serious. They're almost like night and day difference. The intensity is night and day. If I took a picture of this old building in this one, if I took it in black and white, you would be like, wow, look at the difference. And it could take the most mundane pictures and turn them to black and white. They completely alter the way you see the picture. And it's the same thing with portraits of like homeless people. When I take pictures of homeless people in black and white, it looks completely different. It looks like a professional, professional portrait.
Well, that's why you don't get enough people liking your stuff. You're just doing black and white. You need,
No, I'm doing both.
You need to get some Mexicans and Latinos in there. See, you're gonna have wheat crackers in amongst the homeboys and the crackers.
Brown.
You're gonna have wheat crackers, yeah.
And then I could do some more,
Right.
Maybe do a little more with it.
That's what Mexicans are. They're just in denial. They're wheat crackers. See?
Right.
They're not Mexicans. They're wheat crackers.
My father called them wetbacks.
No, they're wheat crackers.
My father said there's wetbacks near my father's house in California. And he said they're real assholes. He called them wetbacks. Why don't they call them wetbacks? What is that? What does that mean, wetback? I don't know.
Swimming across the Rio Grande.
Ah, I see. I would think that if you called them that, it'd be like calling something a nigger or anything else. So, of course, you call them Spicks. Spicks are Puerto Rican, right?
But then he's Hispanic. Well, yeah, that's
right.
for that.
You know what they call white people? Crackers.
Yeah.
Black people call us crackers. You're a cracker.
Right.
I was on a bus one time with a cowboy hat. Big, huge cowboy hat. Nowhere. One black woman called me a cracker. You're a cracker. Leave me alone. Stop bothering me. I'm just expressing my point of view.
Oh, damn, that's pretty rough, dude.
You don't understand my pain, man. I'll tell you, I think black people are sometimes bigoted than white people. I think it's a concept. I really do. And the funny thing is, white people don't think it's even possible. I mean, some white people just don't think it's possible for black people to be that crazy.
Right.
And they just don't think that until you drive by your grandfather's old drugstore that painted all black, and you do a little biker dance, put on,
right.
Mr. Joe, and then you realize, I guess they're being real assholes too. Fucked up. And thank God that my grandmother and my mother are allowed to see that. I mean, if my mother saw that, she would just break down in tears and be like, oh my God. She'd be in tears. She'd be hysterical. She'd be like, oh no. What did you do to my father's drugstore? Oh my God. My grandmother? Oh man, she would be livid. She would be livid. Livid. Absolutely livid. I'm just glad they're not around to see it. It's okay, Dan can see it. It doesn't matter. Dan's doing it. It's okay. It's like all the indignities that my family would have had to endure had they lived.
You want to make her right?
I have to endure them instead. It's unbelievable. That's unbelievable. If anybody's grandfather, if they did that to anybody's grandfather, it wouldn't matter what they did, they would be angry. It's just hard to believe that people are that evil, It really is hard to believe that people are that evil.
Is it really that hard to believe?
Well,
I mean, haven't we been doing this for centuries,
It's just,
Maybe, you ever hang around Muslims? Look what they do.
Yeah, I know. Cut people's heads off and stuff.
Hands,
No, I know.
heads,
I know.
hang women because he's like, well,
That's what they
you
do
know,
with
the
gossip.
wife got old looking. I'm gonna
They
say
level-
she was
they
cheating
level
on me. I'm just
gossip.
gonna hang her. You know, that's what they do.
They level
We'll just
gossip.
make up some gossip and hang her. Yeah.
It's amazing.
Then they pretend to not like gay people, but like if they own like a dancing boy, you know, then they have sex with dancing boys and stuff. So most of them Taliban guys are actually gay, but they don't admit that they're gay because they're dancing boys and they don't count dancing boys. See?
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
No, I know there's people that are capable of severe evil. That's not debatable. It's just, when it happens to you, it's just, I mean, how could somebody be that sick? My grandfather served that community for years. And years, and years, and years, and years. He worked like 16-hour days, 6 days a week. And gave away free soap to the homeless. And carried black products for women that nobody else carried. He was the only drugstore in the entire area. This was during the Jim Crow era. They didn't have black products for women. He was the only one. Black women would come from all over the area. And, you know, and he sold the drugstore in 60, like 60. And the guy that bought it, I don't know if he sold it again, but whoever ended up with it got robbed so many times, he finally said, give up. Now Homewood doesn't have a drugstore. And it's like, why would you keep robbing it? The only drugstore left in Homewood. Well, just, you know, when you're a heroin addict, you don't give a shit. You're a crack addict, you don't care. Whatever it is. But, you know, they did the same thing in the Hood District. They complained for years that they hadn't had a grocery store. For years. For like 20 years. 15 years. They had the same problem in Wilkinsburg. They had a Wilkinsburg grocery store. And they went in and they kept robbing them of like the most expensive items, like steak. Now, the profit level on grocery stores is always few cents. If you steal the most expensive things, the profit level drops to almost nothing. That's what they did, but and I went up there one time, and sure enough, their grocery store in the Hood District closed because they probably did the same thing, robbed them blind. Now they don't have a grocery store. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. Why would you do this to your own community? It's just so stupid. So they turned it into a biker den. It's like, Jesus Christ. You know, it would be like if a black guy's grandfather owned a drugstore in a white community and they closed it and turned it into the head of like a KKK biker place. Put a Confederate flag on the building. I mean, if that happened to a black guy to his black father's drugstore, you know, they would be protesting in front of the place. NAACP would be, everybody would be protesting how unjust this is. What happened to my grandfather is like, so what? You're white. Who cares? Yes, exactly. And my father's law office, some crackpot bought it, turned it into a clothing store, and they're never open. And half the time, they got mannequins in the windows that don't even have clothes on. What's that about? Me? Maybe. I don't know. The whole country is like gone insane. Nothing makes any sense anymore. Nothing. There's no values left. There's no morality left. Just basically just everybody on their own. And our senators and congressmen are exactly the same way. They don't care about anything. They say they do. all in bad shape. There's a lot of houses up here they could make low-income houses, but they don't do that.
Right.
They could do that. Why? Why can't they turn these houses that they're not using over to the state and they turn them into Section 8 housing?
Running out of power, Dan.
What?
Running out of power. You think we can make it to Boyers and still film? I don't know.
Well, you could charge your phone here. What do you videotape?
The road.
Well, that's nothing. I mean, that's kind of boring.
Yeah.
Are you listening to me? Am I talking?
Well, we got 28. Yeah, it'll be up on there too. We
What
got
the fuck?
20. We got 28 minutes of it.
What the fuck?
But they can't see your face. They can't see your face. We're just going right down the road.
This guy's nuts.
They know that you're nuts. I'm trying to get you a girlfriend, Dan. So that's I'm letting them get to know Dan Melaney.
God.
So like, if you guys know a woman that's looking for a 60-year-old, 64-year-old diabetic, he hasn't had sex in 40 years. He doesn't want fatties. He doesn't want fatties or grannies. You know.
Still on? Nobody wants a fatty.
Still on. So
nobody wants a fatty.
I told him sometimes you got to give fat girls a chance.
Nobody
you know,
wants
but
a fatty.
he doesn't want to
You
hear
can
it.
have a kooky girl.
There's even a few grannies. You
You
know,
have a
like
granny?
I'd give it to some grannies,
Want a
and
granny?
he doesn't like hearing that either.
You can have a kooky girl. You can have a granny.
Yeah.
You can have a fatty. You want a fatty?
He is holding out for that African American Amish Dutch.
Right, buddy.
So
He has to be like 22. I'm like Leonardo DiCaprio. Never dated anybody under 25. Never dated anybody over 25 either. So there you go. I've never dated anybody at all, really. I mean, considering the women that I've been with, they weren't really dating material. They were the kind of women that you would want to date. You'd be like, no, I don't think so. Hello, Daddy. You come to my house, I'll make you fly lice.
that's right.
Wow, look at this.
Yeah, look, there's some deer. See the horns? See the horns?
Oh, there you go.
There's the horns. They're in
Don't run
velvet.
away. I'm not going to hurt you.
They're in horns. Hi, babies. Hi, babies. $3, $4, $5 in the field at the same time. Hi, baby dears. How are ya?
He's got little bucks.
Yeah, them are bucks. Look at all them horns. All of them, all 5 of them are bucks. That one's got a small rack. It's like a yearling there. Look how small his head is, too.
Hi, fellas.
That's a food plot. See how special stuff's growing there?
They eat?
Yeah, they eat in there.
I mean, that people put food
They
in there?
put that, it's special food for deer that helps their horns grow. That's why them buck are in there.
Or do they put that in there on purpose?
Yeah.
They want to
Yeah, a guy that lives down his house here does that, Dillerman.
What is it? What kind of food is it?
There's buckwheat and there's all kinds of different grasses.
So he
and
wants them
stuff.
to grow so they
See, it helps their horns grow,
So
yeah.
when it shoots them, you can
Right, the guy that lives right here does that,
So you
yeah.
can have a deer out.
Yeah, he had $5 at one time in there.
Wow.
Yeah, that's so it helps their antlers grow, that stuff, the
Well,
food
their
that he
antlers are
grows.
growing pretty good there.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. I got some good pictures. Boy. I was surprised they didn't run away. When you're slow, if you don't startle them, they'll stop and look at you. They won't run away. They're not real smart.
They're like pet deer around here.
Yeah. Well, they're probably used to people.
Well, like I said, you know, you should shoot the ones along the road and leave the ones in the woods alone. That way you hit less with your car. But we do the exact opposite. We go in the woods and shoot the ones that are staying off the road, and then let the ones along the road hit our cars.
I'd have screwed up.
So we need to buy some kind of special weapon homes in on deer, and it only hits deer. So when you shoot it, no matter what, it just stays in the deer and won't hit anything else but a deer. And you can just shoot it out your car, you know.
That's how they killed off all the buffalo. That's why the Indians didn't like the trains, because that's how they did it. They killed them all off. I mean, can you imagine 55 million buffalo? I mean, can you imagine how could they kill that many? They must have been on the trains like shooting just all day long.
Yep.
The train probably just like stopped and they just shot them all and then they went on to the next herd. But 55, wow, look at that up there.
Another
The
tractor.
tractor up there, is it for sale?
No, it's not for sale. It's his tractor.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, that's in pretty good shape. The older tractor.
Should put it down here and take a picture of it, buddy. What's the matter with you? Pick it down here. Dan will take a picture of it. You still recording?
Yeah, we're
It's
still
really
going
funny.
here. We're gonna have a long video. I'm gonna have to go up the sheets.
Like people are gonna like contact you and go.
I'm gonna have to go up the sheets
Your
and use
friend's
Wi-Fi.
mentally disturbed.
Yeah.
He's mentally disturbed.
All right.
Your friend needs help. You tell them I've been in therapy for 45 years.
You hear that? 45 years of therapy.
Right.
So these
finally, my
women that
doctor
are
said to me,
interested,
"Hey, you were
he's
less
been trained at
agitated
this point.
when you took your medicine." And I said, well, let me ask you something, doctor. Why is it that when I took all the medicine you wanted, women rejected me anyway? Treated me like crap anyway. No matter how much medicine you... She said, oh, you mean they rejected you even when you were doing so well? And I said, yes. She said, oh, well, that has nothing to do with you. That's right. It wasn't me at all. I just wasn't good enough for them. She said, oh, well, there'd be no point in putting you back on medicine because it had nothing to do with you. Right. This idiot doctor didn't even realize what she was saying. Basically, she just admitted that they had me on medication for like 40 years for nothing. It had nothing to do with me. She just admitted it.
All right.
Which was what would technically would be considered malpractice.
All right.
So you had me on medicine for like 30 years
Right.
for absolutely nothing. You just
All right.
admitted it. You
Yep,
just said.
Yep.
You
Busted.
mean when we put you on the medicine, it didn't make any difference. They treated you the same way. Yes.
All right.
So you just basically admitted you committed fraud. You committed malpractice. You had me on medicine for 30 years for nothing. It had nothing to do with me. You just admitted that. This woman is so stupid. I don't know how she became a psychiatrist. You were so stupid, lady. You just admitted you had me on medication for absolutely nothing. I said, never had anything to do with me. It was that these women were basically just bigots, and I wasn't good enough. And I have a lot of friends that did the same thing to them. They were like, can't get a girlfriend. Here, we'll take this medicine. It had nothing to do with the medicine of them. It was the women. They were basically bigots. And they pretended, oh, we're crazy. They won't admit we're bigots. So they pretended, oh, it's because he's crazy. But this psychiatrist just admitted blatantly it had nothing to do with me. It wasn't me, it was them. So are you going to hold them accountable? No, we're not going to do anything at all. And you don't consider this malpractice. Yeah, but we're not going to do anything at all because we don't enforce the ADA. You don't have any rights. So even though we basically committed fraud, you don't have any rights, sir. You're mentally ill.
Well, at least you're getting this program,
established
Dan.
I'm not mentally ill.
All right.
We just established the only reason you had on me on the medicine was because you thought I was mentally, but you just admitted that I wasn't. It had nothing to do with
All
me.
right.
And I was rejected not because of me, but because they were bigots. But they didn't want to admit they were bigots, so they pretended something was wrong with me. Because I didn't understand why they were rejecting me, because I was an inferior human being, not worthy of their beauty.
I think you should go into the bingo hall.
I think that's basically our problem in the United States. It's called fascism. Perhaps you've heard of it. Creating the master race. And these maniacs who have acted this way for like 45 years, after I take over 1 million photographs of the United States, want to pretend the guy that took over 1 million pictures of the United States and did over 100,000 posters on civil rights and social issues is still mentally ill. No.
I think you
now
should
I'm
smoke
too
pot
old,
and
unattractive.
eat
now I'm,
bags of
now I'm
sugar-free
too old.
cookies. You'll be better.
You know what?
Then.
I think we should